talking with Sergeant Carter this morning on the Armed Forces Day in Allendale. Sergeant Carter, you want to give me a little background on your service experience?
Yes, sir. I'd like to give you a background on my service experience. I started out back in 1950. I went to Korea. I served in the 40th Infantry Division. Left the 40th Infantry Division. I went into the 3rd Infantry Division, Tank Battalion. I left there, came back to the United States. When I came back to the United States, I served at Fort Virginia. I served there for a couple of years. I went to Fort Knox, Kentucky. I served there for a couple of years. Came back, went back to Korea, served there at the 7th Infantry Division. I served in the 7th Infantry Division for a year and so forth. Came back, went back to Fort Gordon, Georgia, stayed there a couple of years, went back to Korea, and then I returned back to the United States. From there, I went to Vietnam in 1967, served in tent offense, stayed there for a year, came back, Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Once I left Fort Jackson, South Carolina, I went back to Vietnam. I served with the 9th Replacement Company as a first sergeant there.
So you had two tour of duty in Vietnam?
Two tour of duty in Vietnam.
How many years you spent in the
22 years I spent in the military service.
What does this day mean to you, Armed Forces Day?
The day means a great day for all of us as military personnel, retirees, as well as those that have been into Saudi Arabia. And this gives us a pleasure to show our strength and show our courage, how we love our country and give our most blessing to our country.
Thank you, Sergeant Carter, and may God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
I'm here this morning talking with Sergeant Brunson, who served in the United States Army for many years. Sergeant Brunson, what does this day mean to you, Armed Forces Day?
It means a lot, brings a lot of remembrance back from me from the time I served in the service.
Would you mind stating some of your experience in the military?
Well, I entered the service in 1943. I served in France, Germany, I served in Iran Contract, 2 trips to Vietnam.
You're a retired military personnel?
I retired in the 30th of June of 1971.
How many years of service you?
25 years of service.
25. Of all of your military experience, is there any one thing that stands out, or 2 or 3 things that stand out in your career?
There are one that I experienced in my time in the service. Getting in the service as a young man that caused me to be the man that I was. I learned a lot while I was in the service.
Well, what about your experience in Korea and Vietnam?
It was very horrible.
And what type duty you had?
I was with the Long Band Division over there. At Long Band, I was Operations Sergeant of Long Band in Vietnam, my second trip.
I understand that now you're in the Veteran of Foreign War?
I'm in the Veteran of Foreign War. We was organized in 86. I'm the quartermaster of Post 7607.
Now, if you got anything, a message to say to the young people of today, what would that message be?
My message to the young men today, when they finish high school, to enter the service, which would help them continue their education and make something out of themselves.
Thank you, Sergeant Brunson. May God bless you.
Thank you, Mike.
No, man, no. Put the door back in here.
Maybe they're going to be...
No, don't put me